No, but then it falls down. Oh, yep. If we want to save the inspector without the guy in white noticing, then I have to do something about that bullet after it's fired. You can swap it with— why swap it with something you know? The same shape. Shit. Swap it with something. Tonk-a-tonk. Oh, what if I don't swap the helmet right away, maybe? Maybe? What? I'm actually curious. What does happen if I do that? But no, you definitely want him to get the hat after. Yeah, then he takes the bullet, and then... then he's like, hee 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 hee. Okay, swap. Doggy goes here, go here. Knock the hat down. It just falls down flat. Do I have to swap it back after? What happens if I knock it down now? Does he care if I knock it down now? No, then he notices. Okay. I think I'm on the... How do I get the line to... allow me to swap, though? It's way too hard to do that. Okay, well, we gotta wait. So let's wait. shoot the gun. And I can't swap the lamp back yet, either. Get it on there. Okay, then you can swap. Damn. Is there like a sensitivity option or something? Oh, that's not what I meant. Move this out of the way? Is there a way to do this with, like, sensitivity? Hmm. Am I switching the bullet? Hmm. I'm so confused on how I'm supposed to deal with that. I can't figure out how to fix that situation. You definitely want to use the helmet, but like... If I rock it, it falls down. But what does that even do for me? And I can't spin the lamp back around. It's just... Oh, okay, now... Oh, okay, so now that worked. I don't know why it didn't let me do it the other way. Because I tried doing it when... I tried seeing if I could swap... No, I guess I never tried that. No. I'm just really slow. Okay, that'll make it easier to at least swap it, so I don't know what to do after that. Okay, so now he's like, never listening to you, blah blah blah. Okay, now we can move. Okay, but yeah, the lamp being out of the way definitely will help now. So I guess the idea is that you really need to make sure that you swivel it and then immediately press the action so that it actually will work for you. Or not. Or not. Oh, Jesus. Never mind. Oh God.
Joshio, could you explain something to me? Explain how did the man in the white do that?
He got shot with the gun.
Gun, huh? I always wonder about those things. How come people die when they hear that loud bang?
Huh? Oh, why do they? I don't remember. Hell, brother, I hope I never lose my memory. Mr. Whitecoat here died because he got shot with a bullet.
Bullet?
A little lump of metal that proves fatal when it gets lodged in his head.
Aha, I get it. It's like a tiny little minnow, right?
Yeah, something like that, I guess. Different shape, though.
In that case, I have to be able to use my powers on it to save the man in white.
Hey, good news, eh, Whitecoat?
Can't anybody here just call me Cabanella?
Oh. Okay, so you have to get it onto the hook so that it triggers it. Okay, sure, I guess. Would you look at that? The bullet is hanging in midair between the gun and the inspector's forehead.
Now's our chance. I'm here to ignore in the bullet right now. Let's swap this little thing with something else.
But what? It's our only hope. There's gotta be something with the same shape and direction as the bullet. Oh, I see. So the idea is that I guess you're supposed to get it onto the hook so that it gets the shape. I mean, that's not what a bullet looks like, which threw me off. And then... So they did want you to swat the bullet, which is what I thought. Which is when it got on the ground, it actually makes that shape. But I guess they were trying to hint at you that the helmet is the correct shape and direction that you need to swap with. Right, because everything needs to be the same direction too. Right. So, yeah, okay. Oh, he's calling somebody. I don't think he noticed. Looks like he pulled off another magic disappearing act.
And now I say again, I love knit cats. So warm and most of all, soft.
Did I do all right?
You did a fine job, little one. You saved another's life.
So now keep doing it too. Over and over.
Okay, that one was a weird puzzle. Yeah. I liked a lot of the other puzzles, but this one is kind of really weird. Like, it makes sense what you're supposed to do, but yeah, that was really kind of weird. What I saw in just these 4 minutes gave me all the answers I've been looking for.
All our research these past 10 years pales in comparison, right, Professor?
So you two were working together.
That's about the size of it, yeah. Who would believe a story about a manipulator? So we pursued it ourselves, just the two of us.
I'm quite a crazy cat myself, after all.
Okay, let's hurry back to our time. We have to rescue Miss Camila.
You're right, Miss Isle. And there's a certain guy I have to follow, too. Not the inflection, probably, for that line, but, you know. After completing his revenge on Inspector Cabanella, the man in red left. And now, a new story is about to unfold in a new present. How are you feeling, you old crazy character?
Hey there, Prof. We're both alive, I see. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. But I don't know if I'm getting old or what. I've got a few aches and pains here and there. Used to be a little thing like an explosion wouldn't bother me.
Yeah, right. Like I'm going to believe that. So what? The guy in red is gone, eh?
Just in case, I posted special investigation units all around the building. Let's just pray the boys come through for us. Damn it! You picked a bad time not to listen to me, body of mine! Well, time to reconvene with the boys. I knew if I knew things were going to end up like this, I would have tried to die in that explosion, baby. That way I could have been dancing after Big Red by now.
I might be able to erase stats, but it's true I can't do much about injuries. But really, you shouldn't talk that way. You really shouldn't talk that way.
Yes, sorry, I suppose you're right. I just hate feeling so helpless. He was right there, within my grasp. All our plans were resting on tonight, and then this had to happen.
I guess he's thinking about his spotless record. It's not too late, Inspector. We still have a chance. Maybe I can catch him.
Say, you're right. That's not a bad idea. I'll cooperate with you fully. Go ahead and fire away with any questions you like, Mr. Ghost.
That guy mentioned revenge. Revenge against the people who stole his life away 10 years ago.
He's a fool. He's the one who made the decision to take that little girl hostage, and he wound up dead. He only has himself to blame.
But what about when you said this?
I was murdered by all of you. Detective Joe who forced me into a corner. Lynn, the little girl, was playing in the park. And finally you, Inspector Cabanella. If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid.
Yes, 10 years ago, on that day, the Special Investigation Unit was working on a certain big case. We hauled in a young man, an important witness to our investigation. And then I did it. I made two very stupid mistakes.
Detective, I'm telling you, I don't know anything about it.
Fine, fine. You're under no obligation to talk, of course. But if you don't, the Special Investigation Unit can make the rest of your life a living hell.
But
I'd just been assigned to the Special Investigation Unit, you see. They didn't share much info on big cases with a newbie like me yet, and I wanted to impress him. It was only supposed to be a simple matter of taking his statement. But I was too green. I pushed him too hard, I drove him into a corner and made him lose all hope. That was my first mistake. And then I made another mistake on top of that.
Cabanella, got a minute? The chief wants to see you about your report.
Got it! I'll be right there. You stay right here and be a good boy now. And that's when I did it. I left it behind in the interrogation room. My gun.
how could you?
He used my gun to escape. What he said is true. If I hadn't made that mistake, he never would have had a gun to point at Lynn in the first place. We first found out about the manipulator's existence during a certain overseas communication.
Overseas in communication?
For national security purposes, this country keeps tabs on the communication networks. This particular communication was about making a deal with a certain foreign country. He said he wanted them to buy him and his powers. That's how we first heard about him. Of course, we didn't know what he looked like at the time, and in order to prove these powers of his, he gave them two predictions. He foresaw two completely preposterous, impossible cases. The case of a man who would sing national secrets during a live rock concert broadcast, and the case of a man who would take the chief commissioner hostage in his own office.
Those two inmates at the special prison, eh?
We kept tabs on their communications and launched an investigation. And then, finally, we pinpointed where they were going to meet tonight and staked it out. that restaurant, the chicken kitchen. The manipulator plans on leaving this country tonight on a submarine that belongs to the other country in his deal.
Submarine?
But we haven't been able to find out where it's going to surface. It's terrifying to think that would happen if his powers were to fall into their hands.
Right. Highly unlikely they'd use them for peaceful purposes.
And now they have that little girl as a hostage.
Camilla.
We have to stop him before he leaves the country.
This spotless record of yours, is it really that important to you?
Of course, baby. In some ways, it's more important to me than my life.
Than your life, eh?
After all, it's because of my record that I'm able to get my hands on all intel as head of the Special Investigation Unit. And because of my position, I get to direct all aspects of the investigation into the manipulator case.
The manipulator case? That's why you cared about your record so much?
Of course! Why else, baby? I just never could believe it, man. Joe shooting Alma? I didn't care that he confessed. There was definitely something more to the story. Some secret. I did everything I could to climb the ladder, and everything in my power. And then I finally found the answer. It took 5 long years, though. The manipulator is going to prove that Joe is innocent.
What incredible determination. There's one thing I just don't understand. If you were so determined to help Detective Jode, why didn't you help him escape from prison?
That's an easy one, baby. Escaping from prison is a crime. I was about to help him commit a crime after spending 5 years trying to prove the incident. Oh, did my fingers? That's weird. I wasn't about to help him commit a crime after spending 5 years trying to prove him innocent. And he himself asked to be executed, you know. As a man of the law, I had to make sure the execution was stopped legally.
Oh, I'm just checking something. I got an email saying that my stream died at some point. What? Really? I hope it was just briefly. That's weird. Did it die? Oh yeah, it says I was only live for 30 minutes. What the heck? Weird. Where did it stop then? What the heck? Yeah, about an hour and 11 it stopped. And now it's still going? What? I don't understand. What the heckle? Well, that's gonna be a pain in the ass to solve later. Anyways. And that's why I brought him before the Justice Minister, too. I needed to buy as much time as I possibly could, baby. So that's it, eh? But there's one little unfortunate result of all this. Lynn completely misunderstood your intentions.
Ha! What a little misunderstanding. My baby will come around. Give it time. But there are more important things to do with our time tonight.
Is that it? Mr. Superintendent, you mind if I talk to you for a minute?
I haven't always been a junkyard superintendent, you know. I used to be part of the police. The police, huh? Not as a detective, but as a medical examiner. I investigated victims' cause of death. "10 years ago, I was asked to autopsy a strange corpse. Hit by a meteorite fragment and died instantly. That's what the police report said. There were no signs of life. He was definitely dead. But I never filed an autopsy report. That's because the corpse suddenly vanished, leaving behind only one clue. An unusual corpse. I bet that's what I've been chasing all night. Could you tell me more?" "Yeah, sure. I have an interest in you recovering your memory and finding your true identity, too. That's the only way I can describe it, too. It was an unusual corpse. He was dead, all right. No question about that. But there wasn't a scratch on him." "Not a scratch, but I thought he was hit by a meteorite fragment." "I don't understand it any more than you do." I was completely bewildered, but when I tried to autopsy him, I was even more puzzled. I couldn't perform the autopsy.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
The scalpel went in, but I couldn't cut. As soon as I tried to make an incision, it would heal up in every very next instant. And that's how it went. And no scarring or blood either. And I never had the chance to solve the mystery.
That's because the corpse up and vanished on us.
The morgue is well guarded. Nobody could have stolen that body. But there is one way the corpse could have disappeared. What's that? It got up, opened the door, and walked out on its own. What? He was dead, but he wasn't dead.
We saw it with our own eyes tonight. Not even that explosion could kill him.
And he didn't even feel it when he slammed his fist on that stove?
The corpse left behind some data from some testing I did. I got some readings for some kind of radiation coming off that body.
Radiation?
I used all kinds of instruments, but I couldn't determine exactly what kind of radiation it was. Some undiscovered type from a world unknown.
Wait a minute. Could it be?
That's right. It was coming from that meteorite fragment. I went to that park and tested the spot where the meteorite fell. And just as I expected, I detected radiation coming from that crater. It was the exact same pattern of radiation as that of the corpse. At the time, I thought he was some kind of immortal being. He would die only to come back to life. I wanted to research it all in depth. So I quit my job as a police medical examiner. Several years later, I came to learn the connection between my research and the manipulator case. Thanks to the arrival of this crazy character here.
Oh, stop! Now, Professor, do you want me to blush?
It was about a year ago, I'd say. This man in white came dancing into my research lab here.
I heard there was an oddball here who's researching Temsing. Is that you, baby?
Who are you to be calling anybody an oddball?
I was investigating the manipulator case then, and then I heard there was a man who'd quit the police force to study the meteorite. When I heard that, it was like a meteorite had struck me on the head. At the time, we were just starting to get leads on this manipulator. We didn't know who he was yet, but we knew he was communicating with a certain foreign country. In one of those communications we heard the manipulators say this.
The source of my power is not of this world.
And that's when I put two and two together, baby. The manipulator case and Temsik was somehow connected.
Which also explained how 5 years ago he used his powers to manipulate a birthday surprise a little girl made for her mother.
He added that gun to the contraption, most likely by controlling Camilla. So he didn't just swapped a few things, he just controlled her to make it do a different thing and she just never knew. That's fucked up.
So that contraption in the basement here, you built that to try and help Detective Jode. That's right. Jode and I worked together back when I was with the Force. I used reports of his case to try and recreate the device. But there was just one part of it that I couldn't reproduce, no matter how hard I tried.
Camilla told Jode it did something it shouldn't have made it an impossible move.
I added that part to the device I recreated. I put in a part that would allow Cupid to rotate, otherwise the gun wouldn't fire. So that must mean somebody manipulated Camilla's contraption.
As a result, we proved to ourselves that the manipulator actually existed.
Inspector Cabanella!
Hey, baby. Sorry about that phone call. I must have sounded like a real villain. I hated to spoil your image of me. Of that cool cat inspector you always looked up to.
Is that really the image she had of him? Inspector Cabanella, I'm sorry, I just heard. You were chasing after that man all this time to try and help Detective Jode.
This manipulator is such a dangerous character. I was hoping you didn't have to be involved.
So that's why you had me interested tonight, isn't it?
Like I always say, if somebody's in the way, throw 'em in the slammer.
Yikes.
Tonight, I really thought we finally had him, but my body gave out on me right at the critical moment. It's like a cruel joke.
But a joke is a joke. You might as well laugh.
Jode!
The minister called off the execution order. While he was at it, he let Detective Jode go free until tomorrow morning, too.
That's a pretty extreme while he was at it.
Sorry I took so long to get here. You can leave the rest to me.
There you go again. You've always been like that. You make everybody else run around and then you swoop in at the last second.
Jode! 5 years ago, you left this coat with me just before you turned yourself in. I promised to give it back to you one day.
I was wondering what the coat was, why there was a coat here the whole time. It is funny though, because he just has his prison garbs underneath it, but I've been waiting so long, Detective Jode. Waiting for this day to come.
Thanks for not giving up on me, Lynn. Okay, I'm off then.
Good luck, my old friend.
This present you gave me, it's just what I needed. Thank you.
Glad you like it.
Sissel, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. You and I have to go find that man. I need your help. Will you do this with me?
Sure, but how? We don't know where the submarine is, and the phone line doesn't work.
Use communication cables to make their calls. We'll get you hooked up somehow. You'll see. Did you wait here until we do, please?
Okay, fine. I'm counting on you.
His true self you're looking for. I bet you'll find it soon. Alright, I'm leaving, Inspector Cabanella.
It's almost dawn. I'm not who I thought I was. I'm actually further from knowing who I am than ever. But now, I don't feel so alone. Each one of us for his or her own reasons is looking for the truth. Together, I think we can shed light on these mysteries and drive away the darkness. But it's almost dawn. Hey. All right. 3 left. 16, 17, 18. Yeah, three more chapters left. And that took almost 2 hours. All right, great. Lynn kept her promise about getting me hooked up. About 2 hours before dawn, the phone rang.
Hello?
This is Jode. Sissel, are you listening? We need your powers. Out in the dark. We'll be waiting for you.
Ooh. Control room.
Well, you better get going. This long night is drawing to an end.
Yeah, looks like it. Thank you for all of your help tonight.
I'm the one who should be thanking you.
At the other end of the phone line, I'm finally gonna find all my answers. I better go. A single telephone line connects me and the other Sissel, but that single line spreads out like a spider's web to ensnare the fates of many people. Here we are, on the sub, and I just reached the center of the web. Welcome to the Unoa. Oh.
Detective Jode.
Oh, is it?
Detective Jode? My detective sense must have gotten rusty. I didn't even sense your presence here in the dark. That's because I switched the power to my mascot, Detective Jode. I used your phone. Hope you don't mind.
Egad! Never thought you'd track us here, especially seeing as you're a death row inmate.
And I'm equally surprised at your choice of transportation. A submarine, eh?
But how did you find us, my man? Not even the police knew where the Unoa was going to surface, confound it.
We detectives have a little say. If there's something you want to know about a case, ask the criminals. The bullet the man in red was shot with had a radio transmitter on it.
I have a little something for you. Oh, it's a tracker.
Cabanella has given me some pretty weird presents in the past, but they always prove useful. This one was a radio receiver made to look like a pocket watch.
Yes. Inspector Cabanella. I hear he's an excellent investigator.
By the way, where is that man in red? I know he's on this submarine somewhere.
Ah, Sicily. You can relax. That's nothing but his shell.
His shell, eh?
His spirit isn't here right now. Most likely right about now, he's controlling your daughter.
Please, I beg you, let my daughter go. If you need a hostage, take me. Just please let her go.
Bah! There's something our nation needs. Sissel has it. That's all we care about, my man. Nothing else matters. However, it would appear Sissel has underestimated us. He's left behind his precious bargaining chip here.
Bargaining chip.
Our nation has already researched it. This product that Sissel has to offer. The source of his powers.
Oh, I really popped on that P. Oh, they just took the whole rock.
What in the world was that?
The Temsic fragment. It gives spirits special powers. And now our deal with Sicily is concluded, as far as we're concerned.
What are you talking about?
What a mistake to make, right at the most crucial moment. Now then, Detective Jode. Farewell!
Oh. Oh, we're getting launched out? What in the world? The whole room just vanished. Detective Joe! Where did he go? Well, what now? I think I heard an explosion somewhere. In any case, Lynn and the little lady should be here somewhere. I smell danger. I better find them and fast! Wait, who are you? So you're here, huh?
It's Michelle.
Yes, I think I even remember who you are by now. I think even I remember who you are by now. What do you suppose that shock was a minute ago?
I have no idea, of course. I'm still with those shattered apartment dog.
With my loss of memory, I can't say I'm much better.
Anyway, let's hurry up and go save Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla.
You think that trusty nose of yours can sniff them out?
I'm sorry to say, I don't think I can.
Why did I even bother to ask? But you do have the power to swap objects. So let's go find that lady detective and that little lady together.
You got it.
Oh. The telephone is ringing.
Wow. It's Miss Camilla. I just know it. My trusty nose is practically screaming at me.
I think you call that more of a hunch. Anyway, let's get to that phone before it stops ringing.
You bet.
Basketball. Oh. And then that lets me over here. And then swap that. Or no, I wanted to swap the other one. I think I just heard another little explosion in the distance. I got a bad feeling about this.
Cecil, look. It's Black. Hello. You came off the hook.
Uh-oh, we better answer it fast.
Hello? Is anybody there?
It's her, the little lady. It's Cecil, where are you?
Somebody please answer.
I guess she can't hear my voice.
You too, huh? Oh, good. I thought she was ignoring me. Somebody help me. Lynn. Lynn is.
She said Lynn.
Miss Lynn.
We better hurry.
Let's go, Cecil.
Whee!
It's no use. Nobody's answering.
Oh, is Lynn drowning? Yeah, Lynn's drowning.
Miss Camila. And Miss Lynn. Oh, poor Miss Lynn.
Yeah, she can't seem to catch a break. Looks like another tragedy has happened. Sorry to keep you waiting, little lady.
Sissy, I know you come. Miss Camila. And Miss Lyle, too. I'm so glad to see you're alright. Hey, I wouldn't say I'm alright exactly. Hey, wait a minute. Miss Lyle, your voice. I think I remember hearing it somewhere before. What? My voice?
That's right. Camilla has a core now, so that means she did hear Miss Owl's voice before when he saved her that time.
So that was you, wasn't it, Miss Lyle? You're the one who saved me in the park tonight. Thank you. Miss Camila, I'm so glad I was born your little doggy.
Hey, Miss Isle, could you stay here and watch over your mistress for a while?
Huh? But don't you need my powers?
I'll see what I can do on my own for a while. After all, you're the only one who can protect her.
Okay, I'll do it. Thank you, Miss Isle.
Good pupper. Alright, let's see if we can get to her corpse real good.
Oh, Cecil, you're here.
Lynn, what in the world happened here?
I don't know.
Huh? I just sort of blacked out all of a sudden. Next thing you know, I was dead. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know in that case. And where's Detective Joe? Is he alright? I don't know. Huh? The room he was in just disappeared all of a sudden. Now it's making even less sense than before. After we left the super's office, we followed him after the man in red. We tracked him with that radio transmitter Inspector Cabanel fired into him with the bullet. The man in red took a boat out to sea from a small harbor on the edge of town. Detective Joe and I managed to secretly stow away on his boat. And then we sneaked onto the submarine with him when it surfaced. Before long, the submarine dove back down again. Detective Joe and I decided to split up. He would take care of the telephone line, and I would look for Camilla. I found Camilla hiding here in the engine room. She had escaped and run away here. Wow, that's quite an adventure. What happened next? I don't know. Huh? There was a flash of white all of a sudden. Next thing you know, I was dead. Oh boy, it sounds like I'd be quicker for him to see for you myself. Oh boy. What cavalcade of polarity are we going to see this time?
Camilla, are you okay?
Oh, yep, there.
Camilla?
Hello, Lynn. Aria's a detective now. It's been 10 years since we last met.
Are you really that man from the park 10 years ago?
Well, well. I see there's no need to introduce myself.
Give Camilla back. She has nothing to do with any of this.
Afraid I can't do that. This is my last chance. phone is ringing. It's not for me. Nobody ever calls the dead. The fact you're here means that my revenge plan has failed. Revenge plan? It didn't happen tonight, did it? His execution. Well, knowing him, I half expected as much. That's why I was waiting here like this, waiting for him to show up. But he just wanted to be executed by his own daughter. I heard about 10 years ago. I feel sorry about what happened to you. But revenge? Nobody could possibly know what I... What in the world? An explosion? Uh-oh. I got a bad feeling about this. Have I been had? Look out! Tonk. Revenge, huh? That's a feeling I just can't understand. Of course not. You're not him. She's right. I'm not him. Am I? He was going to shoot Detective Jode as Camilla when he came to rescue her. It's just too horrible. Anyway, let's bring you back to life again. You have to add that again part. Alright. Okay, how do we go about this one? Let's see. The cause of death this time was that mysterious explosion. You're pretty up for a dead woman. You know detectives love a good mystery. It's like a shot of vitamins. What do you mean for a dead woman? Anyway, I guess we should be looking for a way to stop that explosion. Alright, let's do this thing. Finding clues is like a dose of minerals to a detective. I'm afraid with my memory loss, I have no idea what vitamins or minerals are. Okay, well, we can't really do much now. Does the Tommy gun have a soul? The Tommy gun has a soul core. Alright, perfect. We just gotta wait. Get closer. Yeah, strike the sassy pose. Perfect. Thank you for contribution. Oh, I can't get the line to work. I'm talking about the receiver has to be off the hook first, silly. Oh. But don't look at me. I can't do it. I don't have any hands or feet right now. Somebody please answer the phone. If you want something done, you have to do it yourself. Okay. Okay. So how will this help me? Okay, so I can go here. That's just a wheel. Oh god. Okay, handle, turn, emergency light. Okay, what does turning this do? Alright, that works. I didn't think it'd be that simple. We somehow managed to knock down the receiver. Somehow managed? Who's to say that's not how I planned it? Come on, hurry. Now's your chance to get on the phone. It might be Detective Jode. She's right. I better check it out. Oh. Hello? Anybody there? If somebody's still there, get yourself here on the double. We're about to head out. Speak up! Why don't you answer? Anyway, come if you're coming. We're leaving. I mean, we'll see. I don't think there's much I can really do in the other room. So it must be true what they say. That there are restless ghosts on board. That does it. I promise to turn over a new leaf, Mom. Well, we're stuck from the other room. Who's he calling restless ghosts? Well, it's true. Neither of us is really resting in peace. Anyway, it looks like the sub just lost one of its crew.
I guess that means the fate of this sub has changed slightly. I guess so. That's...
Sissel has underestimated us. He left behind his precious bargaining chip here.
Bargaining chip.
Oh, this whole cutscene again. And then, yeah, blah, the bargaining chip. Meteorite fragment.
It's Detective Joe. What's going on there?
I saw this little deal go down once before. In just a moment, the man in red is about to get this Temsic fragment taken away. Alright, what do we want to do here, though?
I don't get it. What's happening?
They decided to conclude the deal without the other party present. They're just going to go ahead and steal the Temsic fragment.
Huh? But that's cheating.
I think we have more important things to think about right now. Where's the Temsic fragment going to go? Okay, I can lower switches. And then this valve can turn. Basketball. Waste basket can open. Knock the basketball up. Okay. Alright, can I lower... What does that do for me? Nothing's happening. It sure seems like it should do something. Maybe it's just some kind of ornament? Okay, both might be ornaments. It won't budge. Maybe it's broken? Oh well, I guess I don't have to lower it right now. If I ever have to move it, I could probably get Lynn to do it for me. Okay, that's good to know. That's just a valve, I think. Yep, that's nothing. Alright, let's try opening this trash can. Going in this basketball, and going over. Oh, go into the capsule. Oh.
Ah, the Temsic fragment. You're mine at last. The objective has been achieved. Now we detach the control room as planned.
Yes, sir. Farewell, sir.
Sissel, what just happened? The whole room just disappeared with Detective Joe in it.
Don't worry, Lynn. I bet Detective Joe can take care of himself. The main thing right now is rescuing you and the little lady.
I can't believe this is happening.
Now then, I'd better hurry along before Sissel discovers that he's lost and comes after what he's lost and comes after me. The Yanoa will be his coffin. May it lie buried here in the deep sea forever. Farewell, Sissel.
I like all the guys just crammed into the submarine. That's funny. I mean, at least cared to take him away. He's not completely heartless.
Aha! So that's the cause of that giant explosion.
Huh? What is?
Don't tell me that's another thing you've forgotten. The torpedo? It's like, well, you've heard of a missile before, haven't you?
Yeah, sure. But a different missile comes more readily to mind.
It looks like he plans to sink the whole submarine with that thing. This is not good. We have to do something before that torpedo is fired.
Easier said than done.
Can't let it launch.
Well, what can we do?
Let's just get to the torpedo as fast as we can. If we can find a way to stop it somehow.
Somehow?
The true detective never gives up.
Well, we certainly can't just ignore it. Oh, okay. We're just on it now.
There's no time. It's gonna launch. Don't worry. We can still find a way to stop it.
What?
How? Even if the torpedo does launch, we just have to stop it from detonating, right? There's still something we can do. I hope. Why was the "I hope" at the end the strongest part of that sentence? Okay, here goes! Oh. Well, I guess it is turning around to hit us. Why is there a rat in here? You fool! I came along for the ride without giving it too much thought. Was this really the best move? I think so. We just have to keep it going from going off, right? I'm sure this poor little rat will thank us too. How in the world did he get in here? Point operates. I think these outside parts are supposed to be weights of some sort. The spinning black things, right? Apparently their spinning helps the torpedo maintain its balance. They must be pretty heavy. I wonder if we can use these weights to our advantage somehow. Stop the gyroscope. Sure. You know how a torpedo works? No, I can't say I do. Wow, detectives sure know a lot. That's not explained once in a book. On impact, the fuse in the tip is depressed. Then in turn sets off the detonator. The detonator, huh? That must be that red button. So how do we stop it? They didn't explain anything about that in the book. Wow, detectives sure know a lot. Or not. Well, I stopped it. I don't know what that does. Sticker. This looks like just a thing. If we can clamp this thing on the fuse, it should keep it from moving. Yeah. So what does that mean exactly? It means we might be able to stop the torpedo from exploding with this. I have to admit, I don't understand all the details, but I do want to give it a try. But before we can do that, looks like we have to get something out of the way first, huh? How do I... Stopping both gyros. It's a stubborn little thing, huh? Isn't it? Quite aware of the adversary. You do know that the rat isn't the main focus here, don't you? Okay, true. But until it's out of the way, we can't set the safety device. You're right. If only our missile was here right now. We have to get this little creature to leave somehow. But we can definitely get the gyroscope to stop, but what does this do? Almost out of time. At this rate, we're going to blow up the submarine. Uh-oh. We have to set that safety and keep the torpedo from detonating. Damn it, we couldn't stop it. I'm sorry, Rat Camilla. Oh. Yep. Look out! And then... yeah, out of time. Don't worry, if we can stop it from going off, there's still hope, right? Our missile doesn't have one, but usually our missile doesn't have one, but usually these kinds of missiles have a safety device. Sounds like that safety device is our only hope. Yeah, but how do I activate? How do I scare the rat away? What else do I have to work with here? Weights of some sort. Spinning black things. Apparently they must be pretty heavy. I wonder if we can use these weights to our advantage. They must be pretty heavy. Oh, do I have to? Oh, I didn't stop it in time. Oh, man. Okay.
What the heck is this puzzle? Look out! Death. How do we stop? How do we scare the rat? Yeah, there's the torpedo tip. Then I go to the gyro, and she's like, this is the gyroscope weights. Apparently their spinning helps the torpedo maintain balance. They must be pretty heavy. Okay, we just have to get them on the top, right? Okay, I see. I was putting them on the bottom, which wouldn't really help you in any way, so I guess that makes sense. Alright, great. Great, we've dumped the little creature off. Wow, those weights were heavy enough to turn the whole torpedo over. Now for that safety device. Right. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I don't know why I didn't do the stop it on the top. I thought it was like something more simpler. Or I thought it was something like stop one and the other, but no, that makes sense. If they're both on the top, then they'll spin the rotation of the torpedo. Yeah, no, that makes sense. There, we clamped the safety device on. We did it. That should keep this torpedo from exploding. But there's just one problem. Problem? What's that? The torpedo is still going to impact? We can't do anything about that. Uh-oh. Well, I mean, that's better than before. What was that noise? It looks like the torpedo still hit the submarine. But it looks like the submarine is still okay. This changes everybody's fate, including the little rats. Sissel, we did it! What's the matter? You look a little unhappy. We stopped the tornado from blowing up. A torpedo from blowing up. But we still opened up a gaping hole in the submarine. You're right. I guess that's just what missiles do. They're unstoppable. Oh, hey, when you do, they're unstoppable. Huh? Am I hearing something? Anyway, I guess we better get back to the present as quickly as we can. Right? I'm worried about Camilla. We managed to stop death for now, but it hasn't disappeared altogether. It's now slowly but surely filling the room. Uh-oh. Water is seeping in through the hole where the torpedo hit. I've got to get them out of here. I better go meet up with Lynn. Well, at least it's a simple trek. Never mind. It's sure not. We'd probably have to get this wheel moving. The lights went out, but apparently this machine apparently still works. Unfortunately, I guess it won't run for very long. Rats on saving? Rat and torpedo, by the way? Hey, Sang, thanks, man. Yep. Yeah, I'd say that saving, question mark. But maybe I can use its movements to help you create a path. I better hurry over to Lynn. It's not safe to stay here. And I just don't have the power to stop that water from coming in. Oh my god, my short little stubby arms.
Aha! Game is really sick if you're willing to go with the story. Best is yet to come. Oh, sick. Lynn. Camilla, you're awake. How do you feel? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I pointed that gun at you. Don't worry about that. That wasn't you. Miss Camilla. Oh, Miss you're here. Oh, poor Miss Camilla. Miss Lynn, what should we do? We have to get out of here before any more water comes in. Sissel should be along any second. I knew Sissy would come. And Missy is here too. I'm so happy everyone's going to be with me now. I still can't get over the fact that she uses Sissy. Still funny. Camilla. Miss Camilla. You mean the Tommy gun she got? Yeah, that. Yeah, totally. I'll get you out of here. If it's the last thing I do. I think I'm going to cry. Or whimper is the case may be. I better send a signal to Lynn that I'm here before it's too late. Oh, how do I get over there? It's gonna take the emergency light, examine pipe, turn wheel. That's probably that. Yep. Okay. Yep. Let's turn wheel. Did it do anything for us? No? Alright. Flashlight. Oh, right. Signal to her that I'm here. Duh. Oh, look at that flashlight. It's Sissel. He's here. Up you go. I'm glad you're here, Sissel. Sorry for the wait. It looks like this room is gonna fill up with water fast. We better get out of that door as quick as we can. We won't be getting out that door, I'm afraid. The water pressure is too great already. I can't open it. What? What does water pressure mean? Think of it as the force of the water holding the door closed. The water level keeps rising higher and higher in here. So the only way out of here is up, huh? Exactly. Okay, got it. Let's look for a path that goes up. Hey, look at that ladder. I wonder if we can get it down somehow. Good idea. Let's try it. Oh, and by the way... Yes? I can't swim. Neither can Camilla. Don't you have any good news for me? Let me think about it. In the meantime, could you hurry, please? Oh my god. This girl. Sister, why do you know nothing, boy? He knows nothing, my guy. Truly no memory. This man. Alright. Good start. Alright. Glove. Switch. Great. You did it, Sissel. Thanks. Yeah, I didn't know you were playing this. Oops. Like, yeah, no worries, man. It's been cool though. I'm enjoying this. Very blind first playthrough. I haven't watched anybody play it, and I didn't know anything about it. So like everything's been like a really great surprise. What was that? It looks like water seeping in isn't the only thing we have to worry about. Made by Shu Takumi. Yeah, I think I knew that part. You can absolutely tell. Oh yeah, 100%. The way the dialogue is written, how things are going. For sure, it's Sissel, the flashlight doesn't work anymore. Hey, don't get mad at me. Maybe the contacts are bad or something. Hey, I know, you can fix it with your powers. Okay, now that's just taking things too far. Distributing panel.
Wow, we're a magical band-aid. My face when Ghost fixed my flashlight. So true.
Oh, hey, great. Did you used to be an electrician in your last life or something?
That's a cruel question, considering the circumstances. Now all we have to do
is get to that door and we're safe.
Yeah, of course not. Of course not. Oh god. Room rotates like it's a Metro game. That's so true. It even has like the like Metroid for like escape.
Ow. What happened now?
It looks like the submarine decided to rear up on its hind legs.
I can't believe we're still okay after that fall. Either we're really lucky or we're dead and we just haven't realized it yet.
Come on now, as if the latter could be true.
What now? The water sure is rising fast. Come on!
You'll have to go up to the top. Let's see how I can help with my ghost tricks. I watched someone with a fear of drowning do this part before. That was fun. Oh god. Well, I think I see a familiar flame over there. I can imagine that being fucking terrifying for them.
So, there you are. How's it going?
How's it going? I'd say it was going pretty badly. You do understand how dangerous the situation is, don't you?
Of course, after all. Just ask anybody who knows how much I hate taking a bath.
Maybe he's been in danger of drowning before himself. Okay, ready to create a path for these ladies?
Of course.
This and her playing 999 in the boat. Oh. She must have had the best time of her life. Alright, what the fuck can you do? Medium fan? What would that even do for me exactly? Ah, well, I can't reach anything, so that would probably be a thing. What does this do? Nothing. Alright, great. Large fan. Maybe switch circles? Whoa. Okay. Swap pipe. What do the pipes look like? Not much different, apparently. That's a lot of shit going on. Well, there's a tiny fan. Just like, does this do anything for me? Oh, well, I guess they're dead now. I have to find a way for Lynn to get up to the top. A woman who can't swim and an ambitious woman, an ambitious woman, they both head for the top. To do that, I need to create some kind of footholds for her. A woman who can't swim and a sensible woman, they both keep their feet on the ground.
Okay, how do I go about making footholds? Footholds, huh? Footholds. Oh boy. Oh, okay, I can go higher. Okay. Fused box, candle, emergency unit. Same challenge. Picks up the flashlight. But oh, okay, I can reach stuff. Well, I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Okay. Torpedo. I can operate the starter again. Oh. These pistons sticking out right in front of me. It's almost like they're taunting me. Maybe it's a challenge? It might be just that. Think you can climb up them? If I wasn't Holy Chameleon, I could probably do it easily. Chicho, you're not telling me Mr. Lin is going to leave Miss Palmer behind, are you? Could you just be quiet for a minute, Miss Isle? Those pistons sure do look they could be used to our advantage. Okay, so we need to swap in an order that makes sense, which would be... Oh boy. And I need Sissel to be not in a problematic location for Miss Isle. So this gear makes it do that. So we would want this one on the bottom, and this one on the top. Closer. Sandwich ball. His business sticking out right in front of me. Okay. Taunting me, blah, 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 blah. Oh, and yep, and she's what is it? Up to my knees. It's freezing cold. Oh, so hold on. We better create a path fast. Hang in there, Miss Dean. Thanks, Miss Isle. Okay. So this tiny one is on the top, and then these two swap. Honestly, no idea how the timer in this part works. That's what I was. It doesn't make any sense. What? Excuse me, game? Oh, damn it. Do I actually need the big one? Oh, I need to get rid of the middle gear. I need to get rid of one of the mediums for the large. Oh. Whoops. I asked for a large piece and I got a medium. SMH. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Duh. 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 Of course. Logic be damned for my brain. Yeah, how about that? Wow, this is great. You made a staircase for me. You better hurry. I don't think that water's gonna wait for you. I like how tiny that freaking, like, the turbine is. It's so small. Okay. Ouch. Yeah. Now this steam is getting in the way. It's too hot to get through. What? There's no way to go around either. We can do something? Of course we can. We have to. Okay. Macarena. Alright, well, it's gotta be missile. I can't do anything. Damn it, Sissel. Oh, you always gotta be in inconvenient spots. Look at this. If I swap the pipes, it changes how the steam comes out, huh? Oh, I get it, because the cracks in each pipe are different, right? And each pipe sprays out the steam in a different way. Alright, I'm gonna head out. Hope you enjoy the end of the game. Let me know if it blows your mind. Alright, sounds good. Have a good rest of your night, Sang. Yeah, I'll let you know. I do like this game a lot. It is pretty fucking cool. So, it has been so much fun. Let's see. So each pipe sprays out steam in a different way, eh? I bet that will come in handy. So that... Oh, okay, we're gonna need the smaller steam. Okay, alright, I see. No. Game. No, that one just sucks. I don't know, we do want that one. What? Comes that water again. Oh, I wish I could drink it out for you. No, Miss, it's too salty. I think the more relevant point is that he's dead, so we can't drink it. Whatever, just do something about this steam. Give it to me, Miss Ling. Thanks, Missile. Wait, this one does look like it's better if I swap it to here, though. Oh, okay. I see. Some of them just interact differently in certain cases. Nope, that's worse for that one. Game. I know the water's getting really close now. And I can see that. Not that I can see all that well with all this steam here. There's almost switch the pipes around so you can get across. That's right. Don't give up, this steam. That is really starting to hurt. Okay. What? What the fuck, game? Okay. Hey, that was no warm mist. It was boiling hot steam. Anyway, it looks like you're the key player for this one, Missile. I don't think my powers alone are going to be enough. Am I able to... Wait, how did I get under the wheel? There we go. Okay, God, I didn't even think I could reach it. That's what was throwing me off. And the game graciously put me next to it, so thank God. I was like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Oh my God, okay. Yeah, how does that look? It looks great. All the horrible steam is cleared out of the way. Okay, it's not far now. Try to move forward. Look up there. If I can just make it to that door, we can escape. How in the world am I going to get up there? Don't yell at me. You want to yell, you can yell at me. Missile. How can I yell at you when you're so sweet about it? I think you just said, you just did. This is something to pull Miss Lynn up with. Yes, something to whisk Miss Lynn up and glide her ever so gently to the top with. Hey, are you being sarcastic? Something to lift her? All this chain. Fuse box, switch. Okay, well, where's Sissel? Okay, Sissel's here. Okay, I can make my way over. Nope, can't interact with that. If I can get this door open, Lynn can escape. I can't budget it. It must be stuck or something. Guess we'll have to wait for Lynn to use her miraculous power. Power on it. Because we have to get her up here. Okay, cool. All right, now this is what I'm talking about. Okay, raise away. Oh boy, okay. Sorry, I can't do it. Open it. Hurry. Is that any way to ask for something? It's no use! I can't budget it! It must be stuck! Oh no! No! This way! Eek? Oh, wait, is he saving us? What the shit? What just happened? I can't believe my eyes. Lynn and the little lady suddenly vanished, leaving only darkness and seawater. The submarine continues to sink down into the sea, deep sea. I still want to try and make my way up as far as possible. I still want to head up to find a single ray of light to illuminate the truth of the bottom of this deep darkness. Who's in a chapter? Yeah! We're so close. There's like 2 chapters left, I think. Chapter 17. The upended submarine continues to sink slowly but surely. A long journey to the bottom of the sea. Lynn and the little lady found the darkness and the saltwater closing in on them. But at the very last second, something saved them. Now it looks down at them quietly. My head is filled with one giant question. What in the world is this thing? Yee! That's a cool way to do it. They say you managed to survive, detective. Hey, you're... Excuse my appearance. I seem to have lost my body. Oh, and you there! You're the ghost who's been saving Lynn all evening, aren't you? You knew about me all along? Of course. What else would explain all those unnatural things happening? If you knew, how come you didn't do anything about it all this time? And how come you decided to save us all of a sudden? I bet you wanted to get revenge on us. I don't really know. Please, you gotta tell me! I need to know! Who in the world are you? Sissel, look at you! What happened? I can't hold on to that image of myself any longer. You can't remember who you are. That's right. I came all this way tonight trying to chase down my lost memory. For quite a bit of tonight, I thought I was you, Sissel. Sissel? My name isn't Sissel. I bet you'll remember really soon who you are and who I am, too. What? The man in front of me is not me. I'm even further away from the truth. Or maybe not. Something is stirring in my mind. A memory about to emerge. Do I know this man? Now that I've shed my image of myself, I feel like I'm one step closer to the truth. What would be an interesting twist if I'm like Camilla's mom or something? Because I can't really think of like, well, who else would it be? But it would be an interesting twist if I am Camilla's mom, and then like it's like in the end it's like her spirit really wanted to save her husband and her daughter from this whole conspiracy thing. They got us good. It's all over for this submarine. Its engine room is destroyed. There's a hole in the hull, and it's sinking as we speak. What are you doing here? I thought you had to deal with those people. They betrayed me. I was a fool to trust them. They already have what they wanted now. The Temzip fragment. I didn't know they had it all figured out. You mean they figured out the source of your powers? Yeah. That meteorite's radiation has 2 effects on living creatures. It gives power and time. If you don't mind, we'd like to hear more.
These 10 years, I've been watching the junkyard superintendent do his research, and I think I've kind of got some of it figured out. The meteorite's radiation gives spirits special powers, like possessing and manipulating objects.
And in my case, swapping objects.
Exactly. Apparently, there are individual differences in the powers we get, and it seems these powers change as time goes by.
They do?
Yeah, my powers have changed over these past 10 years. At first, I could only manipulate small living creatures. Now then, how do you suppose we got these powers? It's simple.
It is? How then?
In a nutshell, we died while exposed to the energy emitted by the meteorite. It's radiation.
That's what it does? Dying while being exposed to the radiation?
On that day 10 years ago, a fragment of that meteorite pierced my heart and I died. So of course I received special powers.
Hey, wait a minute. Is that how I got my powers too? You know, you might be right.
Yep, magic rock.
Aren't the Temsic remnants still right there in that park at the bottom of the crater?
You're right. So that must mean I must have died in the presence of the meteorite's radiation too.
But where?
Another effect that the meteorite's radiation has on us is that it gives us time. Again, I think this time effect is centered around the theme of death, but it's not all that clear.
So the fact that I can return to 4 minutes before a person's death is another effect of that meteorite.
One of the characteristics of that meteorite is its ability to replay the moment of death.
Replay the moment of death? Ah, this is all so strange and confusing. I can't take it all in. It makes about as much sense to me as anything else.
Yeah, strange and confusing. That just about sums up the object that pierced my body that day. Thanks to that meteorite fragment, my very existence is a contradiction.
What do you mean?
That day, when the fragment pierced my heart, I lost my life. However, because it remained inside of me, that fragment continued to constantly regenerate my body. In other words, my body was continuously cycling between the moments that separated my life and death.
What?
My body's vital function stopped 10 years ago, but my body's time is perpetually stopped at the moment just before death. Time just stopped, huh? So I just simply existed. Not really alive and not really dead. That pretty much sums up these last 10 years for me ever since that incident in the park. My body hasn't aged a day. My hair hasn't grown an inch.
Come to think of it, that old pigeon guy mentioned something. He said he couldn't cut this guy's body with a scalpel.
So I guess as soon as an incision was made, his body would be regenerated. Wow.
Before I left this country, I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to get revenge on the people who stole our lives.
Our lives?
As part of the deal, I made those guys promise to cooperate.
Cooperate? You mean like kidnapping?
It all went fine. I manipulated the justice minister and made him issue the execution order. But I thought he might call off the execution at the last second.
So that's why you wanted his daughter kidnapped.
But they kidnapped the wrong girl.
Little do I know, they had their own reasons for cooperating with me.
Huh?
The objective was to wipe out everybody who had to do with Temsic. Detective Joel was one such person, so they were happy to cooperate. Inspector Cabanella and that junkyard super. They were slated to be wiped out too. And as it turns out, I was one of their targets as well. So they stole my Tempson fragment, and here I am. But they had one more final target. You, detective.
Me?
If you weren't there in that park that day 10 years ago, I never would have thought of doing something as stupid as taking a hostage.
Okay. But I was just a little kid playing in the park.
Yeah, I know.
Huh?
10 years later, and you'd become a detective looking into Jode's case. Tonight, I invited you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. It was a trap, you see. I told you who I was. You never saw my face that day 10 years ago, so of course you didn't recognize me. I took possession of you. They make you shoot me. Your subconscious resisted me. Such incredible power. It was the first time I wasn't able to control somebody completely. The aim was off and the first shot missed the mark. The junkyard was equipped with security cameras. I knew you'd be wanted for murder. That was my plan anyway. But they had other ideas. They simply wanted you wiped out. But then, something threw a big monkey wrench into this scheme. I showed up. Huh? I was supposed to meet up with them after that. But then something went wrong.
What happened?
My body disappeared.
Aha! The inspector in white was responsible for that one.
My precious bargaining chip was in that body.
I had to get it back no matter what. That inspector caused me no end of trouble. But why were those people targeting me? I never even heard of the Tempson meteorite.
Because you were looking into the Jode case. They thought you would find out about Tempson sooner or later.
He said us, so... Am I a twin or something?
No. We'll see. And that's pretty much the whole story. The only thing left to do now is wait for water pressure to crush this submarine.
Oh no.
There are no cores that link from here to the water's surface.
I have an idea. We hook up the telephone line and...
There are no communication cables down this deep. They meant for this submarine to be my coffin. A coffin for the dead. There's no escape.
I think I kind of understand now. What you've been feeling these 10 years.
You what?
This feeling, cut off from the world, all alone in a submarine, sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. This must be how you felt all along. excitement. Camilla! Is it true? We're stuck here? What? Oh, If my dad was here, I bet he'd save us. Oh, Camilla, I'm so sorry! That's funny. That's funny.
What is it, Sissel?
There's something I don't understand. Why would they go to all the trouble of detaching the control room? What? Why didn't they just steal the Tempsig fragment and escape, if that's what they wanted? Why did they have to jettison your body off into the sea?
It's a good question. But I guess it doesn't matter why now. We'll never find it again. We have no idea where it was launched to.
Wait a minute. Yes, we do. This will tell us where Detective Jode is. That present from the inspector in white. That's right, Detective Jode told me to hold onto it for him. And the bullet is still in this person's body in the command room, right? And we should be able to tell exactly where it is with us. With this. But, even if we find out where it is, how do we get there? We should be able to figure something out between the three of us. About our powers, right, Miss Ning? Right. Oh, and wait a minute. What about a torpedo? A torpedo? In any case, it's way too early to give up. Looks like Detective Jode is our last hope. Come on, let's get started. Why is this machine shoving grapes at me? Well, this looks like the private cabin of the top officer, doesn't it? The machine is probably for feeding him grapes while he lies in bed. Oh, it sounds lovely. I've been thinking about this for a while ago.
But don't you think that country's use of technology is just a little off?
It's just the guy who made a deal with said country. Anyway, looks like the arm of this machine is a bit busted. The torpedo room, huh? There might be another torpedo left there. I'll go check it out. Oh, I get it. You're going to use a missile to ram into the control room.
I don't know about ram. We don't want to blow Detective Jode up, or something like that.
We'll climb up to the torpedo room too. Up is definitely safer. Okay, I'll see you there then. It looks like the torpedo is getting launched manually with these switches. There are 2 tubes, so there should be 1 more left. I guess the first thing we have to do is load it into the tube. When it comes to missiles, you can count on me. I'll enter the coordinates of the command room into the torpedo. And it just turned on the backup. I just turned on the backup power. We ought to be able to use the switches now. Okay, let's try. Good luck. What happened to these 2 ladies?
I think it's up to us and our powers.
What?
There's no time to be standing around unsure of ourselves. You let me hear your strength missile.
Me? Of course I will. Count on it.
Maybe it's broken? I don't think the entire device is broken. I think it probably works. Okay, finally we can just move this switch. We'll have to find a way to move it somehow. But I can't do it with my powers alone.
Oh, I see. The switch on the top is jammed, but the bottom one is easy to move that we did before. And we found that out early when we were testing. There we go. That torpedo looks serviceable. I'll sit on this end too. Something's odd. What is? The command room. Looks like it's slowly sinking. Sinking? Yeah, like it's completely run out of power. I wonder what happened. I don't know, but I guess we'll find out. Right. Okay, hop into the missile. I'll launch it for you. Okay, thanks. Ready, set the torpedo's course. It'll head towards the command room where Detective Jode is. 12 seconds before launching. It'll pass by the command room for an instant. That instant will be your window to opportunity to jump over to the command room. Okay, got it. And then we'll find a way to come back and save you. That'll probably be my last task tonight. Just hold on until we get back. Okay, come on, missile. Missile? I'm sorry, I can't go. What? I just can't. How could I leave? I can't leave Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla behind. I can't do it. Missile. I swapped the switches so the missile can be launched. You'll have to do the rest, Cecil. I can't do it either. Can't ask Whistle to come with me after that. I understand exactly how he feels. I want you to go, Missile. But Miss Lynn... You staying here won't change our fate, but if you go with Sissel, you might be able to make something happen, and that's our only hope. But what if that something doesn't happen? I'll never be able to see you again. Never ever. I'll see you again. Even though I can't understand that. I couldn't understand that. Don't worry, Missile. Miss Camilla. I just know you and Miss Sissy can make something happen. I believe in you. I'll be right here waiting for you. We'll see each other then. Don't worry. Miss Camilla! That's a good boy, Missile. Now, are you ready? Remember, it's 12 seconds after I throw this switch. We're ready. Sissel? Yeah? We never found out who you really were. But that doesn't matter now. All I know is I'm truly glad I met you tonight. Thank you. For everything. And I'm glad I met you, Detective. But we're going to see each other again, right, Sissy? Right, Missile? That's right. We promise, little lady. Of course we will. I'll never forget you. No matter what happens. Here goes then. Good luck, friend. Go. These 12 seconds are lasting an eternity. I strive to think of a way to save Lynn and the little lady the whole time. But how can a ray of light of hope reach this far down into the deep sea? Before I can think of an answer, the 12 seconds are up. Detective Jode! I bet that masked man did this. I'm going to bite him. You better not. You might break your teeth. The command room has lost power and it's sinking. I wonder what this masked man is going to do. Let's talk to Detective Jode. Sorry for the wait, Detective Jode.
Who are you? Are you Susan?
Please excuse my appearance.
I can't believe you made it here. How was Camilla? And what about Lynn?
Well, it's kind of a long story. I told Detective Jode about everything that happened to the submarine Unoa.
So So the submarine is badly damaged. Why would he do that to his own submarine?
I wish I knew. I know the answer to that one. It's because he's afraid of my powers.
You followed us?
I didn't even notice. It's been 10 long years, Detective Jode.
Are you Yomiel?
So you remember me, do you?
How could I possibly forget?
That's your real name, huh? Yomiel? That's right.
But those people under were calling you Sissel?
That's just an alias I was using for my deal with them. I didn't see any need to tell them my real name.
Could you do me a favor? Would you let me ask you some questions? I've been trying to find out my true identity all night.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sure there's plenty we can still tell you, right, Detective Jode?
Right. 10 years ago, you were a top systems engineer, weren't you?
Systems engineer? What's that? By the way, I'm a top Pomeranian, you know.
Well, it's kind of hard to explain to a dog, but it's a person who's good at using computers.
I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. As I got roped into joining that project.
Project? What project?
It was a project aimed at reorganizing the nation's top secret information. The goal was to build a new system using multi-dimensional programming theory. I was asked to join the project by an agent of the government.
It doesn't sound like something a top Pomeranian would know anything about.
To me, it would just sounded like another challenging job. However, this project was also the target of a secret plot. I bet you can imagine the kind of crime the nation's top secrets might attract. I never thought for the life of me I'd ever have to deal with spies.
It was never made public. Every organization in the country moved on this one. And then one day, the name of a certain programmer emerged as a suspect.
I was the guy who built the core of the system.
The police arrested you, and then that incident happened. You escaped from the
He escaped from the interrogation room and took little Lynn as a hostage.
By the way, Detective Jode, when was it that I was proven innocent?
About 6 months after your death. I'm so sorry, Yomiel.
10 years ago. My soul was split from my body and I lost everything. I was sealed in eternal darkness. I existed in this world, no question about that. But nobody noticed my presence. What good were my powers that it didn't help anybody? Not even the passage of time could heal my pain. In fact, it only made it worse. I wanted to disappear, but I wasn't even allowed to do that. The way Lynn described it is exactly right. Sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. Overwhelming feeling of loneliness and despair. And I wanted all of you to suffer what I was suffering.
And so that's why you murdered Alma.
That's right. I wanted you to know what it was like to lose everything you cared about. I wanted you to feel the same pain I felt.
What?
It was the twisted, That was the twisted wish of a mind poisoned by infinite loneliness. And then, as I was plotting my revenge, I had an idea. I came up with a plan to use these powers of mine to make a deal.
There's something I just don't understand about that deal. I'm sure your powers will be very valuable to them, but what would you get out of the deal?
A new life.
Life.
I asked them for 2 conditions. Number 1 was that they help me with my revenge plot. And the second was a rebirth for me.
A rebirth. A new beginning, eh?
I didn't care if it was a fake life, an artificial life. I just wanted a physical receptacle for my soul. A name, an identity, an everyday life. I wanted to grow old in a society that would accept me. And finally, I wanted to die, surrounded by a loving family. That's the kind of life I asked them for.
A completely man-made life.
That's right. I knew I couldn't hope for anything more than that. To make it all come true, I knew it would take a lot of money and a lot of power. That's why I decided to ask a national government to help me. And their response, in the end, was betrayal. They were making their moves much more carefully than I suspected. They sent spies to this country to research my powers on their own. And even figured out what Temsic was all about.
And you had no idea they were doing all this?
Not at all. I was a fool. So then, why did they go to all the trouble of making a deal with you? Why didn't they just steal a hunk of the Temsic meteorite from the park? They couldn't. Huh? After the manipulator events, research was conducted in this country too. The report was submitted to the government at the source of the manipulator's power. By Inspector Cabanella and the old pigeon guy. Oh, by Inspector Cabanella and the old pigeon guy, eh? At first, the government didn't believe the report. But then they decided to put the park under surveillance just in case. Surveillance, huh? It just looks like an ordinary peaceful park, but there are armed agents there at all times. Don't tell me that odd leaflet guy is one of them. No, not him. He's just a plain old odd person. That park is like a silent battlefield on an international scale.
So that's why they couldn't steal the Temsic meteorite.
And lately, under the pretense of building a housing site, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to secure the Temsic meteorite. So that's it, eh?
So the upshot of your grand deal was this, eh?
Yeah, it's the ending I deserve.
But at least there is one thing you must be happy about.
What's that?
You've managed to seal me away at the bottom of the sea forever.
Well, shall we get started? Started with what? Bring Detective Joe back to his life, of course. What? What good would that do now?
But we promised. We promised Miss Dean and Miss Camilla we'd save them.
And we can't do that without you, Detective Joad. I'm guided by fate tonight to this place. I won't give up now.
Alright, fine. Let's see where it leads us.
Here we go then. Back to 4 minutes before your death.
Ooh, shit. Still have no idea who the hell he's supposed to be. I'm ready for the twist to be real good, though.
So, where are we headed? We are not headed anywhere, Detective. What? There was only enough fuel on board to launch us away, Detective. will run out soon, and that will be our destination, detective. What are you talking about? That would mean that you're trapped here too.
Oh,
By the way, I am not human, detective.
that explains a lot, actually. The way he talks.
I am a remote control robot, detective. What? Your country's use of technology is just plain off. We get that a lot, detective. Why would you go to all the trouble to do this? That's nothing but a shell there. It's hardly a threat anymore. Commander Sith likes to provide against any possibility, no matter how small, detective. Possibility? What are you talking about? There is no need for you to know, detective. Now it is time to say goodbye, detective. Idian, your fate remains the same. It seems, detective. Ugh. Camilla, forgive me.
No, that's one way to go. It isn't over yet.
It isn't.
Remember what that big masked man said? Any possibility, no matter how small.
Possibility.
In other words, there must be a chance here somewhere. The possibility of turning this situation around. Alright. Trick them. What can we do here, actually?
Huh?
What is it, detective?
Look at your shell.
There's no aura emanating from his body. Of course there isn't. The Tempsit fragment is gone. Could this change in his shell give us some kind of lead? I figured it out. I know this possibility, no matter how small, is that they're afraid of. What is it? My time is perpetually stopped thanks to the power of Tempsit. His body cycled between the moments that separated his life and death.
Right, but not anymore. The Tempsit fragment had been taken away.
Exactly. So what does that mean? I get it. Your body won't come back to life anymore. The moment the Tempsit fragment was removed, my shell became a regular corpse. So let's see. That means we can go back to 4 minutes before your death?
Wait a minute. Exactly when is that death?
That's simple. We'll find out. When we get there, let's move.
Are we gonna go back to the park incident? 'Cause that's crazy. I fell back through the cracks of time for what seemed like forever. And then I saw it. The final death at the end of this long night. Who exactly am I? I've already seen all the clues. All I have to do now is remember. The final journey to the truth starts now. Oh shit. Okay. Final chapter. We're here. We're here, baby. When was Yomio's death? It was 10 years ago when the Tempsit meteorite fell. We traveled back through time and now we're here at the scene of that death. The start of it all is about to replay itself. Oh, this is how the park looked before it got all whack. Oh my god, and she has the headphones too.
It's ready.
Oh, she was making, yeah, I thought it was a plunger.
Hold it.
Pow.
Give it up. You really think you can outrun me? Now, just come down and drop that weapon.
Stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her.
Wait, am I the cat? That cat's from the beginning of the game.
Huh? Oh, a kitten. Shoo, you might get hurt.
The cat is from the beginning of the game when they knocked his body down on the thing. What the heck?
Are you okay? You're all right now. Are you hurt?
You saved me, mister.
I was just doing my job. The guards, they're the ones who saved you.
What's your job, mister?
Me? I'm a police detective. So that's the Temsit meteorite, eh?
It's beautiful, looking at it from this angle.
It changed all of our fates completely.
We can't stop Temsik from falling from the sky, but we might be able to protect you from that fragment and save your life.
I don't know.
What's the matter, Detective Joe?
To be perfectly honest, I'm scared. If that meteorite fragment doesn't get him, I'm pretty sure I would have shot him. We might not be able to change your fate of dying.
I can accept that. What I did is inexcusable. No matter how the future might change, that fact will never go away. If my fate is to die here, then I can accept that. This will be our last battle against fate. Beyond that will be a new future.
Okay, let's get started.
Oh god. It's fucking crazy, bro. Now, how are we gonna save you? If Lynn would just wander off somewhere, that would solve everything.
When a sweet potato is almost ready, she's not gonna budge from that spot.
But you know, it makes me wonder. A little girl all alone in the park listening to music and roasting a sweet potato. What kind of childhood does this girl have?
Doesn't everybody have at least one day in their life like that? Give her a break.
Anyway, if Lynn won't budge from that spot, then we'll just have to have the fragment move instead. It's ready. Hold it. Eek. Meow. I can examine the sweet potato. What in the world is this thing?
Oh boy, you even forgot what a sweet potato is? It's a roasted vegetable. It's good.
There's nothing like them on a cold winter's day.
They're sweet and they smell delicious.
These guys are sure make me want to try one. Turn up headphones. Wake her up, wake her up, wake her up. Yeah!
What are you doing? You're going to hurt poor Miss Lynn's ears.
I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking.
You really startled her. You even made her drop her sweet potato.
I know how much this girl loves her food, too. Anyway, at least our fate has changed, albeit ever so slightly. Oh. Hello, Shior. Welcome. Thank you for the raid. Also, I'm in, like, the last chapter of this game, and I don't know if that's a spoiler for anybody, so, good luck with spoilers! Woo! Hello, I'm playing a Ghost Trick tonight. But, how was your stream? Also, sorry, I am using my OBS right now to do stuff because my, my internet has been weird, so let me see. Shio. There we go. You were playing 14. What were you just playing more Dawn Trail? I mean, not Dawn. No, not Dawn Trail. Were you doing more Endwalker, or were you like PvPing, or? I warned them that you're playing Ghost Trick. Okay, good. Yeah, because I'm literally on the last chapter, so trying to do the last Ghost Trick. Apparently, I think the twists they have happened, but yeah. If you're jumping from Shior, hello, I'm URAunitB or Drago. I'm a variety streamer, kind of. I'm not really technically a VTuber. I just use this PNG because it's a better visual for people. But yeah, I'm playing Ghost Trick. I'm on the last chapter, so if you have spoilers, very much spoilers. It's literally the end of the game. You might have no context, but it does probably give away a huge twist at the end of the game. So we'll see. I have no idea like how much of a twist it is because this is my first time playing. But yeah, we'll see. Woo! I'm on Dawn Trail, but yeah, I was PvPing and doing some gathering. Nice. Hope you had a good time with that. And hope you can sit back, relax, and if you have to do after stream care, go for it. I'll just be reading through these last few bits of the game. So yeah, enjoy yourselves. At least our face has changed, albeit ever so slightly. All right. Poor sweet potato. Yeah, I came back from a con and I'm about to pass out, so I'll be lurking. Enjoy the ending. Oh, you were at a con? Ooh, I hope it was fun. Well, yeah. Enjoy your rest of your evening, then sure. Oh. Can I do anything with... Oh, well. No, nothing like that. Okay, so it doesn't look like I can really do anything with... Can't really do anything with the nozzle. I can spray this nozzle. Rock the basket. Oh. No, I was... Dang it. I thought I was inside the sprinkler, but I was still in the sweet potato. And then I gotta move you away. Oh, it's the same shape.
Oh, look at that sweet potato. That big, scary sweet potato.
That's not a sweet potato missile, that's Mino!
Oh, right, of course. But look at them. The potato and Mino, right now, they both have the same shape.
So you're saying you could swap them, huh? Good idea, missile!
Okay, here I go, and I'm going to need your help.
My help? Yeah, because, oh, wait, no. I don't think I can reach the... Oh, but how do I get... Oh, I gotta... No, I can't... No, I can't switch on the nozzles.
Well, we can talk about this all later.
Blah, 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 blah. Before that happens, I have to think of a way to do something about that fragment.
And I'll do everything I can to help too.
I don't know if I can get into the nozzle. Yeah, there's no way for me to move. Oh, I was supposed to go into the sweet potato, I think. I needed to go into the sweet potato so I could get to the middle so that I could use the nozzle to knock the sweet potato up to the air. That makes sense. So I gotta make sure that you're positioned here. I have to make sure that you go into here. To rock this, to rock the thing into the thing. Make sure you go into this. Shoot the sweet potato. Go in the sweet potatoes. Make sure I go to missile. Make sure that I can move you down to the nozzle. Move missile up here. And then I can swap. Spray higher. Swap back to missile. And then swap.
That was quite a sight to see.
It looks like this park just got a new feature.
But neither of them have even glanced this way.
Guess it's not surprising, seeing as even a meteorite didn't distract them.
Hey, it was a desperate situation. Kill or be killed.
And Yomio is killed right after this by the meteorite. Well, now that the park has a new feature, can we use it to our advantage in any way? Yes, we can. We can swap this over here, maybe.
Well, we can see why not.
Yeah, the overwhelming fence of the Pino's here. But then we could use it to our advantage somehow. I want to say that I gotta switch it to this lamp shade thing because that's what it did before. The meteor's gonna strike into this one. Oh, I might have needed to switch it earlier.
It's about time for that meteorite to come down.
Uh-oh, I have to change the fragment's path somehow. It looks like both paths and fates can be difficult things to change. There has to be a way!
We work together, you and me. I thought we were able to do something.
Not? That's funny. I wonder why he's using the past tense. Yeah. I was supposed to do that thing I wanted to do a lot earlier. I don't want it to be in the fountain. I want it to be in the lamppost because that's where the meteor actually hits. No, wait, I did that wrong. I need to swap you. And then I need to swap you. Yes.
Oh, look. The lamp mouse is bending.
But it hasn't broken yet.
It really is a wonder it hasn't snapped. It just might hold out for a little while longer.
If I recall, the Temsin fragment smashed through the glass lantern on its way down.
But if Mino sits firmly in its way,
then fate should change. Alright. Let's see it.
It's about time for the meteorite to come down.
Go on, missile. I think we're ready for it. Look where it's right into the fragment's path.
Oh, okay. That giant sweet potato. If anything can get in the way, that ugly monster can.
Ouch. Anyway, now the fragment's path ought to change. Okay. Let's see if this does anything significant then. It's coming. Whack. There! How's that?
Look, the fragment's course. It changed a little.
now Yomio's fate should really change.
Wait a minute. Take a look at another look at that fragment's trajectory. Now that it's changed, what's in its path?
I mean, in its path.
In its path? No! Detective Jode! The Temsec fragment shot through his leg!
What?
But the cruel twists of fate weren't over yet.
Come on, put it down.
Huh?
Joel, put the gun down now. If you don't, you're going to shoot him.
I don't know if it's detective training or what, but even though he's shaking from the pain, the gun doesn't waver.
Put the gun down! No. I knew it. This is my true fate. In the end, I stole his life away with my own hands.
I won't let that happen.
Missile, the bullet stopped mid-air.
I'm here inside the bullet. Now let's swap it with something.
What? With what?
Detective Joe, the meteorite fragment is what made you pull the trigger. We won't let you become a murderer. We have to prove that murder isn't the detective's true fate. And to do that, we have to stop this bullet. There must be something with the same shape as the bullet around here.
Yes, sweet potato.
Oh no. We stopped the bullet, but we still couldn't save him. That's not true. My fate of getting pierced through the back might not have changed, but I'm still alive.
What?
I'm not dead. I'm just unconscious. Okay, so your fate of death has changed, but still, his fate is just too painful to watch in every sense. I don't think so. As long as I'm alive, that's good enough for me. But we were overlooking one thing. The wheel of fate was still slowly turning. Oh no. Not the fucking rock.
Look out! Wake up. You gotta get out of there! Damn it. My leg won't work.
It's all over. We're out of time. Miss Lin!
It's not over yet.
But there isn't anything else to swap with.
Why don't we just let it play out and then try to find another way next time? Even if she dies, all you have to do is possess her corpse. And then you can redo her last 4 minutes as many times as it takes. No, I won't do that. Why not? Sure, the fact of her death would be erased, but her memory of it would remain like a scar on her psyche. I won't let that happen, not if I can help it.
But what can we do now? Even if we work together.
I think there might be something that can be done.
What is it? What can Sister and I do?
Don't forget, I'm here too. With 3 kinds of powers among us, we ought to be able to fight this battle. This battle against the fate of death.
Yomio!
So your power is manipulating objects. Use your power to manipulate this. Huh? I don't get it. Just trust me. Let's go.
Alright.
I'll try to move there. Now, gather your strength and make it spray as if your life depends on it. I'm dead though. In that case, make it spray as if your death depended on it. Give it your all. And remember, you only have a split second.
Got it!
Now it's your turn, Missile.
What? Me? What can I do?
I think you know the answer to that.
Okay, got it.
You can swap them!
That hunk of concrete will go back to its original position.
But if I swap them, it'll still be right above Miss Lin.
Downward, don't worry.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll swap them. It's no use. We can't stop this horrible Mino.
What can we do now? I don't see how gaining a second or two helped.
Oh, it helped, all right. Those few seconds were exactly what I wanted. Last up, it's my turn. Your turn? You know what my power is, right? I can manipulate living creatures. Wait a minute, you mean? That's right. I'm gonna save that little girl. Save her by manipulating my own unconscious body. Oh, God.
Ye gods. Ah, you're awake.
Hey, mister, is your knee okay?
Ah, oh, it'll be fine. It's just a scrape. I'm lucky it wasn't a fatal hit. But the main thing is that you're not hurt.
You saved me, mister?
I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you.
What's your job, mister?
Me? I'm a police detective. Do you think you could call the police for me? I think you could do it quicker than I could.
But... What's that?
This is a detective's badge. We give them to children who've been very brave.
A detective's badge? Thanks.
Okay, you know what to do, little detective. Are you alive?
Yeah. Sadly.
Hang on. Help is coming. What made you do such a reckless thing?
To be perfectly honest, I don't really know. When I came to, my body was already moving all by itself. It was as if somebody else was controlling me.
I see.
But you know, I'm glad it happened.
Are we really the cat this whole time? It must be.
Hey, mister. I found this kitten. It was over there.
Come to think of it, I just saw it a few minutes ago. It's probably a stray.
It's kind of limp. Is it okay?
I don't know. I think it's unconscious. That's funny. It doesn't look like it's injured or anything.
Poor little kitty.
How about if I take it to my house and look after it? Would you like to come home with me, little kitten?
Well, it looks like his fate just changed in a big way. Whose fate? That kitten's, of course. Sissel's. Sissel!
Oh my god, he really is the... Wait, so the cat from the beginning of the game actually mattered? That's crazy.
That's my real name. These long, lonely 10 years. You are my one and only friend.
Oh, that's why the cat shows up right here, yeah.
How about it? You remember now?
Yeah, I do.
Old friend. I think I finally remember. 10 years ago, I was a little kitten that wandered into this park. I was weak and all alone in the world.
Hold it.
Somebody, please look at me.
Ah. Oh, a kitten. Shoo, you might get hurt.
Somebody, please reach a hand out to me.
Love that there's some foreshadowing in the beginning of the game. Yeah. The cat shows up like near the beginning of the game a few times. It shows up and knocks the body onto the couch originally too, near the beginning. So that's why I'm like, oh, okay. Now, as soon as the cat showed up in the park, that's why I was just like, oh, really? And it's like, yeah, I guess from there.
I had just only died at the time. I had lost everything. My life, my memory. My body wouldn't move anymore, but I still managed to reach out a hand to him. The next thing I knew, my soul had transferred to the black kitten, with no recollection of who I was. I lived as a cat for a while.
Huh.
After a while, the man regained his memory. I went back to being just a cat, and then the man got his body back.
Also stuff disguises jokes like my sister can't read or understand the concept of dark. Yeah. It's more, yeah, that very big recontextualizes like a lot of the plot. So it's like, oh yeah, of course he can't read and all that stuff. And it's like, yeah, and then yeah, the whole time you think it's his memory stuff because other people are remembering who they are, and then that's how they're able to read stuff and stuff. But then you think it's just memory, like his memory's not coming back. So it's just like, oh. And I was wondering for the longest time, is like, because we knew that spirits can take on the forms of other people when you like meet them unconscious and they don't remember who they are, because that's what happens with Lynn. Lynn turns into Cabanela, and then you're like, oh, okay, so that's a possibility. So as soon as they introduced the concept that it might not be him, that's why I was like, okay, so we already knew that concept existed. So therefore, Sissel was somebody else, but I just couldn't really think of like who he could possibly be at that point. Because it's like, we never really saw the guy who was looking with anyone else, so it's just like, okay, interesting.
I took my body back from the morgue. There was somebody I just had to go see. Just one more time.
But we do see the cat associated with him, so that is something that you think about a little bit in the back of your head, like, well, I mean, there's this cat, and it's showing up, so there's gotta be something significant about the cat later. And I don't see the cat until that park scene, so it's just like, oh, okay. It's possibly the cat, and it's like, oh, dang, that's interesting. And then, well, it ties it all here.
I took control of my body and hurried to her house. But I was just a little too late. I had just missed her as she left this world. She left me a note that said, "I'm coming to you, Yomiel." The man named me Sissel. It was the name of something important he had lost, along with his life. His fiancée. He told me about it once, but I didn't understand what it was. Those 10 years were very happy for me, but they weren't happy for the man, and there was nothing I could do for him.
Oh yeah, I think the cat shows up dead early in the beginning of the game too. Like you see it alive, and then you also see it dead kind of later. So,
For 10 years, I wandered through the darkness with no particular place to go.
Or I'm getting confused who's talking at this point.
As time passed, my powers gradually changed. At first, I could only manipulate small creatures and objects. But then,
After a while, I could manipulate people. That's when the darkness inside me deepened and I started to get a little twisted. I wanted light. Distorted, artificial light. When I got my revenge on Lynn, I would see that light. Or at least, that's what I tried to believe. I left my old self buried in that junkyard and walked away.
Yeah, there. I remember that. I remember that part, yeah.
The Black Cat. I was possessing Sissel then. He wouldn't look very much like a murder if the corpse got up and walked away after all.
So you borrowed the body of your old friend.
I see. Okay.
Sissel was inside that bag I was carrying tonight. I had no intention of leaving my friend behind in this country when I left. But then, when I went to possess his body, I realized something horrible.
What was that?
Sissel, there inside the bag, was dead.
What?
Oh, the first shot hit. Oh.
I wasn't able to control her completely. The first bullet didn't hit anything. So I thought.
But it did hit something, didn't it? It hit Sissel inside that bag.
Yes. That's when I lost my life. Right there in the presence of Tempsic radiation.
Oh, sorry, that's wrong way. Yeah.
And that's when I got my powers of the dead. My ghost tricks. I think I understand it now. Why I was the only one who couldn't get his memory back. It was because I thought that corpse was me. It was the only corpse I could see at the time, after all. But as it turns out, it wasn't the only dead body. My true death was hiding just behind that corpse. Now that I think about it, do you remember what you said? That you knew all along about me saving Lynn tonight? If you knew, why didn't you try to stop me? It's simple. Because I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Huh? Why not? Remember the thing about individual differences in the powers we get. I can control all kinds of things from the living to the dead. But even so, there are some things that you can do that I can't. You mean, I can't even rewind time, let alone change the fate of a death. If I could do those things, I would have saved your life. Not only that, but I never would have just let my fiancé stay dead like that. But, you're here 10 years in the past now. That's thanks to your powers. I just tagged along with you.
In any case, now the starting point of this entire tragedy has changed, dramatically altering fate. The fate of your death, the kitten Sissel's fate. And I can just bet you the fate of the woman you love has changed too.
Yes, I believe you're right. So, this was the last fate to be averted, eh?
Nice pop-up.
So, Yumio, it looks like your plan for revenge ended in failure.
Yeah, and I'm glad too. I think I kind of understand now. Oh, I think I can understand what you've been feeling these 10 years. Or her. These 10 years. She understood. She shed tears for me. And that's when my revenge was over. She saved me from the darkness. Well, I guess it's time we got back. A new 10 years later was just born.
Right. We should get back to our new present.
I can't wait to see Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla again. So these past 10 years will now all vanish. Well, not completely. The memories of all of us here will remain, including the memory of what I did. My crime.
That's the way this Game of the Dead works, eh?
And no matter what the reason, there's no denying the fact that I took Lynn hostage and tried to point a gun at her. I have no intention of running away from that either. The most inexcusable crime in my new life. Hey, Sissel. Yeah? When we go back, our fates will no longer be interconnected. It would be like we never met. So before that happens, I just wanted to say one thing. Tonight, I stole away your life with my own hands. I'm truly sorry. That's already a thing of the last past. Our fates have changed now, right, Yomio? Thank you, Sissel. I'm so very glad I met you. Me too, Yomio. Sissel, are we going to see each other again? I couldn't stand it if we weren't. Don't worry, Miss Isle. I bet we'll see each other again someday. 10 years from now, our paths are sure to cross. We'll just have to wait until then. Sissel, I never forget you. I'll never forget you either, valiant little doggy.
Well, it looks like you come to live with me now. So let's be getting home, Black Cat.
Oh, man. That sounds good, Detective Jode. It's been a long road. We all witnessed the birth of a new beginning. And now, we're each going back to our own new present. We said goodbye to the parts of our stories that would be lost, believing that someday our paths would all cross again. Wait. Oh. Before you go back to the new prison, I want to thank you. Who's talking? It is Ray! Before I cease to exist, I was like, I'm not gonna ever use this voice again. It's back, baby! Oh, it's you! Yes, it is I, Ray, in case you have forgotten again. Thanks to you, everything has turned out as I had hoped. I really am really grateful to you, Sissel. Thank you. But don't forget, I was only on a journey to find my own lost memory. Yes, I know that. I know all about you. Can I ask you a question, Ray? I want to know. Who exactly are you? Fair enough. I will tell you. Let me tell you about another version of tonight's events. You changed the fates of many people tonight, the first of which was hers. If you had not been there for her tonight,
Her fate would have been to die in that lonely spot on the outskirts of town. If that had occurred, what do you suppose would have happened? Let me tell you a story. The story of a little creature. After they stole her light that night, they broke into her apartment. They stole the wooden box from the ceiling hiding place and left. And in the process, two little dead bodies were left behind. However, the little fellow's spirit lived on. He desperately reached out his paw towards his mistress, and that's when a miracle occurred.
What? Look at that! The powers of the dead? But how?
He didn't really understand it himself. Not yet, anyway. But with all you know now, I bet you understand it, do you not?
Hey, wait a minute. Right, he was next to the guy when he died. Of course. That's right. He died inside the aura of that strange energy.
But unfortunately, with his meager powers, he was unable to save his little mistress. There just wasn't anything he could do with only the power to swap objects.
He needed the power to manipulate objects in order to save the little lady.
The little fellow chased after the men, but there still wasn't anything he could do. In the end, he was left behind with the man in red in the deep, deep sea. And then he went back. He went back to the world of 10 years before, to the moment of the man in red's death.
What? What the fuck?
I was not expecting that. And then there's more! Right at the end of the game. He decided to wait it out. He decided to wait until that night came again. And that's the other version of the story of this night. A story that has taken these 10 years to be retold. Good old time travel, for sure.
So that was you, huh?
That's right. I'm missile. 10 years is a very long time in dog years.
You couldn't change the fates of these people on your own, so you decided to wait those 10 years out.
Exactly. And then at last, that fateful night rolled around again. By this time I had grown old and my powers were weak. So I decided I needed to find somebody to help me this time around. Somebody who possessed different powers than me.
But wait a second. You were able to manipulate that desk lamp.
Over the course of the long years, my powers changed. My ability to swap objects weakened, but I became able to manipulate small objects.
But in that case, why didn't you cooperate with yourself?
Because I couldn't.
Huh?
From watching the man in red, I found out there were individual differences in our powers. I couldn't do any of the things he could do. I traveled through the telephone lines, for example.
What?
It may not seem like much, but it's a very important power. Especially if you're trying to chase somebody.
But there's something I don't understand. You knew from the very beginning that I had that power. How did you know so much about me?
Why wouldn't I? After all, we had met before on that night the first time around.
We what? We met before? From listening to the conversation of the two intruders to the apartment,
I learned that Miss Lynn had lost her life at that junkyard at the end of town. I followed the ghost world past to the junkyard and came upon an incredible scene. Imagine if you were there in the darkness, a twisting and swiveling desk lamp. It made my first stand on end, I can tell you.
that was me. So I was shot on that night and the first time around as well.
You had lost your memory that time too. You had just died and you felt confused. You declined to cooperate with me.
I did what?
I just want to find my own lost memory.
Oh, I just want to find my own lost memory. I'm sorry, but I can't help you.
That's what you said. And then you disappeared, away over the telephone line.
I'm really sorry I didn't help you.
That's why I decided that this time I would use that desire of yours to our mutual advantage.
Mutual advantage?
The only thing you are interested in was finding your own lost memory. But if I could guide you along that right path to doing that, we would both benefit. And namely, the right path would be the path to the man in red, to Yomir.
What?
I gave you the information you needed to know to set you in the right direction. And then I gave you a time limit.
A time limit?
That's right. As you know, I said you only had until tomorrow morning. If I hadn't done that, you wouldn't have found out the truth tonight. And the man in red would have been sealed away at the bottom of the sea forever. If that had happened, it would have been all over.
Then you mean that thing about ceasing to exist?
Oh, that completely made up. A little naughty of me, I know. Well, I just wanted you to use your time wisely.
Oh boy! I hate to admit it, but this little doggy really outsmarted me in every way.
Let's just call it the wisdom that comes with age. And now it's time to say farewell. These past 10 years will cease to exist, and with them, so will I.
Missile.
I believed in you. I always knew you could do it, and so you did. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Missile. So you waited and waited these 10 long years, all for the sake of your two ladies, Lynn and Camilla, eh?
Of course, because that's what doggies do. Now then, farewell, Sissel.
Animals save the time. Hey, welcome back, son. And so, the end of a single thing. Yeah, there goes that one. I made my way back to a new present. 12 out of 10 game. I fucking can't believe it. Yeah, wow. I can't believe it actually was just 2 pets the entire time. That's crazy, bro. Huh? How come it's dark? I'll just turn on the light. Oh, it's the wife. I'll just turn the lights on here. No, it's Lynn. It's Lynn this time. That's right. Shoot the correct direction, please. Yay. Were you surprised? You bet I was. You nearly scared me to death. It worked.
But it's not even my birthday today. It was my mom's birthday the day before yesterday. I made the surprise for her, but it came out so well I wanted to use it again.
That's alright, Lynn. After all, we're celebrating the birth of your new position as detective, right?
Really? Thank you, Detective Joe. Dad, you're home.
Hi, Camilla. Let me introduce you. This is Lynn. She was just assigned to the detective division today.
Hi, Camilla. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Lynn. Congratulations on becoming a detective. Huh? Is something wrong? You have one of those badges too? Oh, this? Yeah. I have one just like it. My dad gave it to me the other day. But yours looks like a lot older than mine, though.
How long are you going to keep wearing that toy badge, Lynn?
What's wrong with it? To me, this is the symbol of a real detective.
It's been 10 years since then, hasn't it? Who would have guessed you'd actually become a detective one day?
When he gave me this badge, I just knew. I knew it was my destiny somehow.
Destiny, eh?
And now that I'm a detective, I find out where that destiny will lead me.
That you will. That you will.
Oh, hello. Don't tell me you're the same little kitten.
That's right, the very one.
You know what? This is a very, very special cat. He's 10 years old, but he's still a kitten. Still a kitten? Yep, he never got any bigger or anything. Wow, what a mysterious little fellow. I know, right? His name is Sissel. Sissel. Seems to me I've heard that name somewhere before. I think Sissel likes you, Lynn. Alright everyone, let's start the celebration. Okay, Mom.
What a fucking game. What a fucking game. Pet saved the timeline. Amazing. We saved the mom for her to have one line right away. True. I bet you're just like me. Your destiny led you here somehow too. Oh wait, I think you mean one extra line, by the way. And so we meet again, Sissel.
From just that single night as a human, I got a glimpse into their world. I learned something. Their fates, their lives, they were all interconnected. Somewhere, somehow, in some way. And now, this is my new fate.
Man, look at them pack away that chicken, though.
I guess I really am a cat. It suits me just fine to curl up and watch. Watch the strange and beautiful patterns of their lives as they unfold. And it looks like I'll have plenty to watch here for quite a while.
Well, she also has the fuck expression here, so there's that. True. Great game. Happy birthday to our lovely Lynn.
Like I said, it isn't my birthday. Hey, Miss I thought I asked you to stay home and guard the fort.
But birthdays are for celebrating together with friends and loved ones. Nothing like it, baby.
Oh my god, and he's spaghetting. He's spaghetting so well. Better than Ace Attorney 2, lol. Yeah.
There, how do you like that? Not bad, huh?
But definitely not good. Maybe now I can be a great detective, less like Inspector Candela. What kind of example is the inspector providing for his men? Wow. It really is just Ace Attorney. It's so... It's so... You can tell You can tell it's made by him with how this is going.
Here's your food, gentlemen. Gentlemen.
No, seriously, I think this is one of Shu Talkman's best isometers. It's so good. It's available on Steam now. So put your shoes on. He won't.
Reggie, we're gonna be picking new members for the Special Investigation Unit today.
You took a part-time job here again just so you could eavesdrop?
God, he's just going ham.
Oh, you have no idea the lengths I go to reach my goals.
Shout out to yeah, look, Giles' hair. Yeah. The martini glass haircut. Very, very chic. Oh, it's this guy. Oh, she's going on to town on the chicken.
La la la, I've never cooked this way before. So exotic, so exciting. Turmeric, coriander, cumin, and fenugreek. Chicken.
Is this really necessary? This new curry chicken menu item? I was glad you enjoyed it. Just happened to come back to ending. Yeah, perfect timing, man. Yeah, great game. Like, if anything, there's like only like maybe like 1 or 2 puzzles where I'm just kind of like, I don't. That was kind of why. But like overall, I think this game's pretty great. I hate this guy though. Fuck that guy. He's so upsetting to look at. Probably if I were to guess the pill part or any of the jail. I think I was okay with the jail part. I think the bullet swapping part annoyed me because I thought that the helmet didn't really look, the knit cap really didn't look like a helmet. I mean, didn't look like a bullet because it was so large. Yeah, the hat. I thought it was 20 grams. Yeah, I tried to ignore that. Yeah, that one is just kind of like the weird one for me. Oh. Oh yeah, escaping the jail was also kind of another weak puzzle for me, I feel like. That one was kind of whack, because I could not tell where we were depth-wise for that one. And, like, it was like, are we supposed to go here? Or, like, where are we trying to go over that one? But, I think the medicine one I was okay with, because it was like, oh... Like, I think the medicine one was okay, because it's like, oh, you go to the right side and you figure out, oh, I literally have no time. So then you have to figure out what else can I do on the desk, and that's the water jug. So I thought that was neat. I think it was kind of annoying, though, that it could save you at a point where you couldn't, if you went back in time, you would have to redo that water thing, though. If you were like, oh, I didn't realize I had to get to the fan by the point he does the water jug stuff. I thought that was kind of annoying, but it'd be what it be. There are weird flags in the jail escape. Oh, I see. That part breaks me because I don't know. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Case of the vapors. I can't believe I nearly died of fright just now. So did these guys just kind of remember anything that happened, either, technically? Like, they might have, like, some part of memory, or no? I wasn't really clear on the memory part. It's like, how much do you remember of going back in the past? Is it just this... Time travel TM. True. Why is this guy still in prison, Art? Also, I like how this crater, like... It shows you that it's in the ground, but then, like, there's not really a hole. Maybe it feels like remembering a dream. Maybe. I do like how the pigeons are stylized in this game, because they're so pudgy. They're so cute and pudgy. Stop the park from charging in mission. Oh, okay, this is a new mission. I kind of like how, like, you can really tell this was a ported DS game. Like, it's like, there's some elements of the things where you're just like, oh yeah, this would have definitely been a lot easier with, like, a touchscreen. He's finally getting out. Who's in jail? Everybody's starting to get real tired of seeing you do that. A new dance has been passed down in our family for generations. I think these two are like probably one of the best side characters. I just love how stupid they are. Real interested in that one. Oh yeah, my favorite part, Sissel. Yeah, when that guy is like, what? That guy is part of the other country and of the police, and he's like, nah, he's just stupid. Oh yeah, of course he would be in prison, right? Of course, and then he's getting it released. Your time's up today. Yay! The young lady who always comes to visit you is waiting outside. Thank you, Sissel. Aw. Hironobu Takashita. Aw. Cute. Family picture? It's not even a mom. Where's the mom? We literally saved her life. Where is she in this picture? Poor Alma. We save her life and then just relegated to not even here. Anyways, GG and Game Canon Dog save timeline. So true, so true. Yeah, I'm glad I never spoiled myself by ever watching anybody I knew who was playing this game, because like it always looked good and like I always wanted to try it, and then it just happened to be $5 like in November, so I was like, I'll pick this game up. This is a great pickup. Good stuff. All on my Nintendo Switch, baby. By the way, Missile and Sissel in cat form actually shows up a decent bit at con. Really? I never noticed that. That makes sense. Oh, well, now I can actually keep an eye on that for that. The cat reminds me of the one in, because it's like the cat and dog is like as normal, true. The cat's design reminds me of the cat from Nichijou, that's why, too. Because it has the scarf. Looks like Sakamoto-san. Could be like Ghibli, etc. Yeah, you're right, yeah. There's also the cat in like, Kiki's and all that stuff, too. But that's fun, though. I think I've seen, Yomiel before at a con, and I just never knew what the context was, but I just thought it was really funny how well they got his hair down. Because it was like so long, and I was just like, how are they keeping that shit up? But yeah, great time. Great game. Definitely enjoyed that. Man has what the kids call a with rit. Yeah. Well, now that I finished this, I can finally probably play Bits and Bops at some point. I gotta double check the Kickstarter because I don't remember if I grabbed everything from them. I think I was supposed to get, that they gave me the soundtrack key and I still haven't redeemed it. I need to go grab that. But I did get, the first Steam key that they were giving me. I think I'm supposed to get 2? I think one for my Switch too, or something like that, so I'll go check if I have to pick that up later. But yeah, good shit. The console one isn't out yet. Yeah. I think they said it's gonna be a while until that one comes out. I think they said a couple months, right, or something.
Oh, I'm just gonna grab this little text at the bottom for and stream picture. All right, well, that was a great time. Oh my god, they have so much concept art. Oh, I love this. This is so cute. Complete on the road 3x3 puzzle. What? Huh. Face down, ass up. Truly, truly. Are these like preliminary designs for him? Oh, these are fun. Wow, she went through a lot of iterations. Wow, they went through a lot of weird iterations for the characters. Oh, these are all fun. Okay. She looking like a Dragon Ball character in the heck? The heck? Yeah, yeah. Alright, well. I think that was, what is this? Is this a puzzle? Are these, like, actually just, like, puzzles? Like, what does it mean by ghost puzzle? Oh, yeah, it literally is just... Wow. I see. Oh, yeah, I think that's a good place to stop it for today. Wow, I ended a lot earlier than I thought I would. Perfect. Let me see if I can get my Twitch. Alright, GG. Good night, thanks for the game. Alright, thanks for coming, man. Yeah. Maybe next time I'll play Kirby Air Ride. I haven't played it yet. I don't know. We'll see. Probably take a bit of a stream break after clearing this game, but yeah. Should be a chill time. I think Kiro is still playing stuff, so I probably will raid Kiro. Let me see. I'm still annoyed that my stream decided that it needed to split randomly, so I'm gonna have to deal with fixing that later for the VOD, so that'll be fun. But yeah, let me go raid Mr. Kiro. And I shall see y'all whenever. I don't know when. Some probably a random day. We'll see. Okay. Let's let the timer run out and off we go. Goodbye.